everyone. Once again, welcome back to our channel, Path Ultima. Today, the channel just going to justify, give you and discussing about the international hotel and hospitality service and the things we require. Right? So you know that hospitality and hotel industry just a symbol for excellence, right? So they just running their business due to their how they just treating their client out and they just treating their guest. And hospital point of view, how they just manage but give you proper A to Z clear to the patients. So the person who just be the part of the corporated or organized and reputed firm around the globe, wherever you should be just have to know what are the things just going to happen in Star Hotel and Hospitality, right? So I'm not going to that just give more about the short brief, just going to the enter of the topic. Let's starting with the first thing here, the reception section. It means or front office. The reception or front office is the face of any reputed company or organized firm or any hospitality firm, right? They should be the face. They are the because the customer point of view or the clients or even the guests who they just do direct contacting the first time they just visit our hotel or hospitality, they just want to see the front desk, how the front desk should be. It's not only about what are the interior design or look like the structure or like the cleaners. The total they just be how analyzing their themselves. They just make mention if there is just so that the booking they just told about this hotel, what they just going to be just go out to the front desk area. That was the crucial things. So once they just show the front desk or the reception area, so the cleaners, the interior workers and the paints and the structures or if kind of any infrastructures who extra be added, they the people who come to watch, the visitors who see, they just be impressed for that one, right? You got my point? Once they just go themselves, they just be getting idea. It should be feeling better because the first impression is the best impression. It's not whatever provided. So they once they just saw the front desk or the reception, they're getting an impress. But if just showing some kind of dirty or unauthorized paper just scratches everywhere, or even the staff it's not sitting properly, and the staff will not have professionally they're sitting on the desk and they know how to mind the guest, right? If like that, it's not we have the hospitality not require this kind of attitude from the staff point of view. Speaking about the staff, we're talking about the front desk area, how they just be treated our guests. Those clean and perfect and good smelling and decorated and must be right. Once they just want to be book kind of hotels for rooms, they want to book kind of village or just wanted to book a cottage for 1 week or even book. First they just only just show their photos maybe on some kind of platform. But once they just direct to see, we have to impress. So it means that first step, the staff should be very professionally and good way to behave to the customer. They have the unique dress code, whether it should be uniform or like that. And the dress code should be a white or some kind of suit, everything have to wear. And the person who just be sitting, they should be have, especially I'm not talking about the color or something, they should be have a pleasant smile, keep it always on them. The miles, because if you saw the West, we have to just give a small pleasant smile that make happy for them, that just make it some kind of comfort. That make them just this is the way they have to treat the gift sign. And the next thing we have to wish, which is just have to morning, so we have to tell good morning wishes, or after the you can should wish an afternoon, or if it's just reach the evening time should wishes and just has a good wish for them and just show some respect for them. The way you have to show respect, if you suppose some kind of busy with someone work or paper or telling just some kind of issue, you're just busy with some kind of works. Once you saw the direct customers coming to you, you have to definitely just go for that customer. If you suppose there is no colleague staff, what you try to say, there is a lobby just sit for customers and guests. Try to then just we offered a sitting area, you can have sit there. Once I complete this one, we can just talk about one. So and just tell sorry for inconvenience. This is the right way. This is the professional way you have to behave to them. Right. So that's first thing, the staff how to be rated as person. And the thing was the hotel staffs they just be not over the check-in and check-out time. That was important. The whole 3-star, 4-star, 5-star and 7-star international and domestic cuisine, all hotels or repeated, so there should be our international check-in and check-out time. It should be starting 2 o'clock is official check-in out and 12 o'clock is the check-out time, right? If we want a guest want to stay 24 hours, we can say, sir, this is our check-in in the international format of hotel. Just starting the check-in 2 o'clock, you have to leave tomorrow, and then means not try to force that. It's just the leave for official time for leaving 12 o'clock. If you want to stay one more night, not always play. Just inform to reception by your telephone or directly or even email address we have. Try this is the just way how to the polite way the Janet have to try. So check-in, check-out time you should be have to know. The second method you should be know. Now we are living the technology. There are plenty of opportunity available to guests or customers booking their rooms through various kind of online platforms and online social media, right? Especially I take that organized platform for online booking. When you just look at Agoda, Booking.com, My Trip, these are the trending and leading platform for hotel bookings, including hotel and resort and cuisine restaurant, right? So what we've done that as a receptionist person, you should be know about how the booking will take, right? So when you just come to the duty, how to check that each day. For first you have to check the Booking.com site. There is an official IN password. If you close using the password and then you can open and you can check the date, which date, how many guests should be arrival today. So how many guests are going to leave today. So yesterday there is one guest how to book their hotel, but until now there is no making their presence in the hotel. They just not officially checking in our software or hotel. So what do you have to do? You have to make a note show for that one. Once you just not show, otherwise what was the big? If you don't make the note wash, that's a penalty for us. Penalty for the organized the management. So they, because we took in customer we buy online platform. Every end of the month we have to pay in a particular amount for the Booking.com site. Because if the customer or guest they just saw from around the globe, wherever the place, including international or domestic, around they can book their hotel, which place they want by using this kind of platform, online platform booking. So it means that we each month we have to pay amount from. If he gets 3,000 rupees something like that, more than 50,000 rupees we get to buy booking through this media. So 25% of interest we have to pay. Don't get in delay. If we get in delay, we have to pay LPC, the late payment charge. You have to pay the company. So that might be the clear about that one. So the Booking.com you should be. So that's important in booking. And even the Booking.com we have to show our photos, our hotels, locations, and what are the package we available in single apartment or double apartment or the royal suite apartment, queen apartments. Every details be ensured. And if the guest wanted to make any feedback, whether it should be positive or negative, they can write to just put it on their box, the Booking.com's comment box, and the cleaners they can make mark. And especially if they just want to book in at this time, also there's possibility. And if they just want asking anything about the hotel by direct charge, also possible. So that's a leading and one of the leading and best platform, online platform for booking the guest or client by through online. That's a Booking.com. In my experience, I will be part of the hotel and hospitality. I done this one. So if you just like at all over the world, even you just look at the all over the world, even Australia, United Arab Emirates, India, America, wherever there should be Booking.com, it's been trending. Right. So second one is Agoda. Agoda is a not the another other platform you can use the book on. I'm not telling that this was second edit. It's a very nice platform. It's been originated before booking.com, but most of the they just booking making their booking.com site. And there is one more thing, important factor that you can pay the amount also in agodasite.com, right? If you want to book any hotel around the globe, which hotel would you like to stay 1 week or 1 day? You can just make the booking at the same time you can make the payment, right? And the third one, My Trip also it's been exceptional, especially they just focusing mainly about the hotel and restaurant bookings around the globe, right? So these are the method, these are the platform, these are the places who are booking to this. So as a receptionist, you have to clarify everything what was about it, how to book, how to treat the customer, everything. The next, hospitality as a staff or reception or front office or any reservation matters not about the 3 food packages. Right. This is an important thing they have to know, because in classic complimentary we just provide for them breakfast. As a complimentary, we just providing from a breakfast, right? Just we give into the breakfast starting and it's a scheduled times just starting 7 to 10 or 6 to 11 or 9 to, because it's not what at the same time for the whole hotels or restaurant around the globe. So that's depending on the personal decision which time they, that's depends on the management decision from different kind of. So but the cost complimentary for the 4 star 5 star they're just providing as a complimentary in breakfast section. So what there is a separate code for the breakfast in the hotel and hospitality and multi-core restaurant. They're just using EIP. EIP means the breakfast code. So you have to, the person who just want to learn about this one, this is the right code you have to use, EIP. EIP means the breakfast section. And if you want the book customers or the guest want to just order the food from inside our restaurant, we have separate section for that one, restaurant. Most of the reputed hotels they have the restaurant area. So once the call, you should be have to know the reception first. If they direct call to the customers, direct call to from their move to reception, or they have, there is a chance and there is possible way for they can direct to contact to the even restaurant section. But the code should be have you know MIP. The MIP code including breakfast and lunch. Right. So we are going to talk about the last and latest things, AIP. AIP means the complete package for a daily routine of a routine life. Right. It's starting the breakfast, dinner and lunch. 3 things just included: the morning breakfast and afternoon dinner and the night time the lunch. So that's these are the codes for the food section. So if you are the person working in the hospitality doesn't know about that, this was a very essential and important thing for just keep it this one notes your mind. Another thing I just to move to talk it about none other than the phonetic alphabetic order. That's hotel, hospitality and travel and tourism and travel. They're just using these codes for the smooth and running for the business. They're just using for this alphabetic code for they just clarify the customers or passenger detail to write in the manner, right? These things they just get used because if they just by talking by direct for once the client or agent want to book their ticket or book their hotels to name mention the name right way. So during the mention that the name should be the pronunciation should be very different, right? So you have to use the right method to clarify both of them. And it's already mentioned for the these things just using the hotel and hospitality. So what was I just tell? I'm just telling that the first one A. The A stands for alpha, right? No, I'm not taking the not try to think about the phonetic order starting by the by order and order. A stands for alpha and B Bravo. The B stands for Bravo and C Charlie and D Delta. So now I'm student that if you suppose a person name is Pranav or if a person name is Arun, if the person name is Denny, So maybe they cannot just not get easily understood what they try to say. But if you use this phonetic alphabetic order, the person who study from the hotel and hospitality or IATA division, they just clear it about this one. That's why using. So we will continue where we stop. And E stands for echo. F stands for foxtrot. G stands for golf. H stands for my favorite hotel. I stand for India. J for Juliet. And K stands for Kilo. L stands for Lima. M stands for Mike. N stands for November. O stands for Oscar. P stands for Papa. Q stands for Cubus. R stands for Romeo. S stands for sugar. T stands for tango. U stands for uniform. V stands for Victor. W stands for whiskey. X stands for X-ray. Y stands for Yankee. And the last, not certainly the least, the final one, Z stands for Zulu. Right. So these are the phonetic alphabetic order in using for hotel, airport and hospitality and travel agents. So if you are a person who study in this one, maybe already know, but I'm just describing about the person doesn't know about in working in travel agent or hospitality in front desk customers area in airport. This is the best method, and this is for the smooth running for the business. Definitely you have to use the phonetic alphabetic order, right? And the next thing we are just talking about, the Opera and Easy software. The software, that's an important thing you have to use your internal part of your company. It's for the all the clear should be that we not just following the instruction from the top management for you. There is a specific method for keeping everything, including the staff records, hotel records, guest records, the housekeeping records, and the technical values, so the police reports, miscellaneous reports, X and Y report, all the reports you just keep it by the right and technology and technical way. So we are standing that we have to keep the always the employee records everything by manner. Now the technology works, so the hotel and hospitality and travel they just be using the Opera software. Opera it's most of it just using by the star hotels and restaurant, right? In the Opera software we can just make everything, the make customers check in, check out, registration, miscellaneous report, police report, you can add their extra charges, housekeeping bills and restaurant bills. If you they just want to send to some details to the authority, you can use it. And each night, the midnight from 12 you can make official night auditing. So these are the thing I just want to say in the Opera software. The software that why we just using because of the software is a very easy method for keeping the all the records in the right way, right? That software, because if we suppose you're just using by manual Excel or Microsoft due to the some kind of issue, it's attacked. But if you use the software, that should be sustainable, is you can use for the internal and external purpose for the company for a long time. So software is a very required thing, and most of the hotel and airport still following the software system, the Opera software. And the other software we have to talk about the Easy software. That's compared to the Opera, it's very similar to use, it's very easy to use, it's not more just complicated to use. But I'm not saying that the Opera software is more complicated, but in Opera software everything you'll be add. But if Easy software, what are the important things if you wanted to be, what are the major things we have to be added, the all things to be added, rest of the things is not be added. But the person who's starting their career in the hospitality or hotels, they just be starting to learn to Easy software, right? So these are the things I just want to say, the hotel and hospitality section staff. And so if he doesn't know, just learn well and just follow this instruction. That's for
good thing for bright your future. And these other things, keep your information, because it's a record for when you just participate in an interview. So I hope you listen my words, and I wish each one of you a better life and better future. If you are viewer first time watching my channel, please make subscribe channel. Thank you so much. Have a nice day.